Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another Brad Judgic video, and I don't know if that's where I want to be. Let's see here. Trying to fix what I want to be here. What I want to look like. That's not where I want it to be. There we go. Alright, so today it's going to be a great video. There was a band that was actually requested to me, and I think it was a good recommendation because I totally did not know who this person was. Thank you for whoever requested that. I would look it up, but no, let me look it up. Turn this off. But we're going to be talking about Dax Riggs today. He is actually the singer of a band called Acid Bath that I used to listen to back in the BearShare days, where people used to download music and stuff like that. Acid Bath kind of was one of those that if you were looking up like Korn and stuff like that, or Black Label Society, like you probably would have came across it. It was just a very widely shared songs that they had, and it was really good. It's more along the lines of like doom rock or doom metal, not like metal really, but rock. I guess more the doom rock would be, or stoner rock. It's kind of like that. But I think the guy has a good voice. He knows how to operate his voice, and people that can do that, their music is going to be good. I don't know what's going on here. It's taking forever to get to it. I'll tell you in a second who requested it. But anyway, somebody requested it, and I figured out that was a guy from Acid Bath, and he had a couple other bands. I didn't write them down, but he was in a couple other bands. There are some weird names for bands. But this is the album I chose. It was from 2010, and I kind of went in order. This is his solo stuff. So this is his, I think his first solo CD. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I think I went to the very bottom. Yeah, I think I went to the very bottom. If not, I'll review the other ones anyway at some point because he's really good. I enjoyed this album a lot. Let me tell you that. Computer's being stupid. But this is Dax Riggs' 2010 album, Say Goodnight to the World. 10 songs on here, only 35 minutes. And there was 10 tracks on the CD, so I liked it a lot because I only had 10 tracks. But let's get right into this. Title track to the CD, Say Goodnight to the World. It was a great doomy start to the album. Catchy and a grooving tune. It got me remembering who this guy was, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know this guy. Why have I heard this guy before? And it just got me thinking about what this guy was all about. My computer's being stupid. But yeah, I mean, it was a great song. Say Goodnight to the World, one of the songs I do recommend if you check out this album. Number 2, I Hear Satan. This is another doomy song, but it was cool. But it didn't sound like anything spectacular. Say Goodnight to the World was actually pretty good, and third track was actually pretty good. And there's a lot of songs that are really good on this album. But some of the songs, I just seemed like he was repetitioning the same pattern, and he wasn't really bringing anything new to each song that he brought to the table. And this was one of them. It was an average song. It wasn't bad, but it's just like when you go back to it, you're not going to remember it. It's one of those kind of songs to me. So I Hear Satan, I think it's an average song. Number 3, You Were Born to Be My Gallows. This song was really cool. It was soft, whispering, like the voice, came through over the music, and it just kind of meshed with the music, like his the whispering voice, and it's soft, the way it's soft, and the song was just awesome, the way it worked. Number 4, Grave Dirt on My Blue Suede Shoes. This is really cool. It was a kind of a rock and groove with a yelling voice. The yelling voice helped a little bit, and the ending kind of helped a little bit, but it was not a top track. I don't think it's more than average. I will say that, but it's not a top track. I always will say sometimes the song is good, but it just lacks something. and I don't know what it was, but some songs are just they're almost there if they would have had something, but they just they're just missing something because it didn't quite get to where I thought it could be like a track you would like really want to listen to like every single day. If you had the CD, this is probably one that you might listen to this, but then again you might skip over it. But this actually is one of the CDs that you probably would put in and listen to all the way through. It's actually not a bad album at all. I have talked about that before, where some CDs you're probably going to skip over songs. It's just the way you do. I mean, if you're somebody that just listens all the way through the CD, that's just weird. Like nobody really does that. So that I pointed out before. But this is actually an album that you would just throw in and listen to it because it's just the way his voice is. It would be really good that way. You wouldn't like be sad about it. So number five, like Moonlight. This was a really, really slow song, and I enjoyed it. It actually was a really good song. It's a chill kind of vibe, kind of song. It's kind of a chill song. It was beautiful. It was a really good ballad from him, and it surprised me. I thought as soon as it started, I'm like, oh, is this gonna bore me to death? But I mean, no, it was really good. It was beautiful. It played right into his voice, and it was great. Number six, No One Will Be a Stranger. Grooving song with the doom hovering vocals that he has. Just shown above the music once again. And, another good song on the album. Uh, there is a problem with the CD, though, is that, like, it's kind of the same stuff. Like, the music's good and it's singing, but, some people may not like him. It's just because of the fact that it's kind of in the atmosphere like John Frusciante. I probably totally butchered his name. Frusciante, the dude that was in Red Hot Chili Peppers, because you kind of gotta like him. If you don't like him, you might not like it. But if you fell in love, if you like the music, and you like it for what it is, but if you're gonna go into it saying, well, I just don't really like it because some stupid reason, because it's not metal or whatever. But if you go into it, if you have an open mind, you'll like it. Number seven, Heartbreak Hotel. This one, I saw the title of the song and I'm like, is it going to be? And it ended up being. It was a drawn out, slow song. It was actually Heartbreak Hotel. It was the Elvis cover song, but it was okay. But it wasn't like nothing special. If you like Elvis, you'll get a kick out of it. I'm a huge Elvis fan, but I thought it was okay. I thought it was interesting. It's not something I would want to listen to all the time, though, so I deemed it average. So, but I mean, if you're a big Elvis fan, you may enjoy it. Number eight, Sleeping with the Witch. It was okay. It was more of the same by him. Like I said, every song of his is actually pretty good, but it's just is it really something that's going to blow your mind? No, it's average. Nothing special, but it was a good song. Number nine, Let Me Be Your Cigarette. Great song. I love it. Cool song with good rhythm and lyrics. It just, sometimes the right song with the right lyrics and the right vocals and the right music, when it all clicks, it all clicks. And number nine, it really clicked. Number one, Say Goodnight to the World, it really clicked. It was just really, really good. So Let Me Be Your Cigarette, really good song off this album. Probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite song on this album, besides Say Goodnight to the World. The CD is really, I would highly recommend the CD. Then it comes to the last track, I'll See You All in Hell or New Orleans, or I'll See You All in Hell or New Orleans. And it was a good, okay kind of ballad, but like I said, once again, like some of the other tracks, not very many though. It was kind of an average song, something I probably wouldn't go back and listen to if I was, if I had just bought the CD and then I'm listening to it, or a digital file, whatever you want to call it, MP3, whatever. But on the CD, I mean, for the most part, one, two, I'm not going to count Grave Dirt on my Blue Suede Shoes. I'm not going to count that because it's kind of like a in-between song. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I mean, okay, I will count Grave. So it's about 6 out of 10. So that's pretty good. That's really good. It's actually more than average. of most of the CDs that I've listened to and recommended. So, I highly recommend Dax Riggs, checking him out. Say Goodnight to the World, 2010 album. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I hadn't heard him in a while. And reading this biography, it was really cool, just seeing what he had done. Band members leaving, and him basically having a vision for what he wanted with his career. I heard things about drugs, so who knows what's going on with that. But each their own about that. And all I'm here to talk about is the music. So hopefully he has a good time with his life, and hopefully he lives a long time to give us a lot of music. But this album was really good. He released in 2010. I would check it out. I would recommend it. So there you go. Like I said, if you have any suggestions for albums I should review, leave them down below, and I will try and check out the band and do an album review or some other kind of review, or somehow try to review them. And I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep on listening to Dax Riggs.